everyone, my name is Emily and I support the IGC team with some of their marketing and creative services. And today we're going to be sharing a little tutorial on how to set up a professional looking email signature in Outlook. Every time we communicate with our customers, we want to appear as professional as possible. And in the business world, our customers are so used to communicating with other businesses that there can be a certain expectation as to how an established business may present itself or appear online. Though it's really common not to have an email signature with personal email communications, most businesses will have some form of email signature with their business communications. And not having a professional looking signature may even cause a customer to question if you are who you say you are. Because one of the many delightful effects of COVID is that there has been a significant rise in digital scams, both via SMS and email. Having all of your business details easily to hand and professionally presented will help to lend further legitimacy to your business, provide greater confidence to your customers that you are who you say you are, and help to demonstrate that you are a thriving established business. With that in mind, let's dive in. So start by opening up a new email in your Outlook. Now, some of you may be familiar with one method, which is to click on the top menu, go Insert, Signatures, Signatures. You can then build your signature directly into this window. But I'm actually going to be showing you a slightly different way of doing this today because I feel it provides a little bit more flexibility when it comes to formatting your signature, especially in cases where you might like to add an image. So just jump back to your new email for now. So in our new email, I want you to simply just start typing out all the details that you'd like to include in your signature. This usually includes your full name, business title or position, business name, phone number, physical address, perhaps social media, and your website. You may also like to include your email address, but given you are going to be emailing someone, they'll simply be able to reply to your email to respond to, so that one's up to personal preference. You might notice that as you do this, where you wish to have a hyperlink, it usually goes automatically blue with an underline. Just for safety, for each hyperlink that appears, you may like to right-click over that text and go Edit Hyperlink. Just check in this field that the address it has inputted is correct. If so, press OK, otherwise copy and paste your desired URL in here. Same goes for email, only this time just check that the words after mail to in your email address are correct. In cases where you may like to add a link behind a word, for example here, simply highlight that word, right-click and select Link. Just as before, you can then paste your desired link into the address field right here. Make sure that you've done all your links. They should all be shown in blue with an underline before moving on to the next step. So once all the text you want is in and all your links are set, we can now begin formatting. Just like you would in any Word document, you're going to be able to pick your font, change the styles, size, and coloring of your text. So simply start formatting your words to make them look a little bit prettier. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do here because I don't want to stifle your creativity. You do what you think looks pretty. But do keep in mind some text hierarchy rules to ensure that the key information such as your own name, your business name, and possibly your website stand out. Don't forget too that when it comes to picking your colors, to keep your brand colors in mind. With colors, you could either pick your closest approximation of the color from in here, or if you happen to know the color codes, you can type them in here exactly. For example, if a graphic designer made your logo or a web developer built your website, it's really common for them to use what was called a hex code to build out that color. If you know your color's hex code, you can simply paste it right in here to get an exact match. And if you don't know your brand color codes, but you've used them on your website, you can use the Google Chrome extension eyedropper tool to figure it out. After adding the extension to your browser, simply turn it on and color pick the color that you're after. It's going to show the hex code up here, which you can simply copy and paste into your email signature. Play around until you're happy with how your signature looks. Now you could stop here, but it might be nice to also add in a logo, or alternatively, don't forget that if you are emailing direct with your customers, this is some space that you could use to advertise or promote your latest stock or specials. Whichever way you'd like to go, you may wish to add an image at the end of your signature. To do this, simply go to the top bar, Insert, Picture, Browse on your computer. Now ideally you'd be working with an image that is not too big, so say no more than 600 pixels wide and not too tall as well, as we don't want large file sizes to be an issue when it comes to every single email that we send out. If you need help in this space, please reach out and we can help adjust some images for you. Once you have your image, simply select it from your computer and insert it below your signature. Depending on the size of your image, you may then like to make it a little smaller or a little bigger. To do this, simply click on it here and drag it in or out via the toggles at the corners. Lastly, if you have a website, then make sure this image clicks through to that website as well. Click on the image once, then right click and link and paste in your desired URL just as you did before. Now voila, we have a beautiful email signature created. So the last thing we need to do is save it into Outlook. So I want you to take your mouse and click and drag over the whole signature so that the whole thing is highlighted and selected. And then click Copy. Head to your main menu and go Insert, Signature, Signatures once more. In the pop-up, I want you to click New and give your signature a name. So for example, I'll go with IGC Default. Now in this bottom window, I want you to paste in the signature that you just copied. If it doesn't do it automatically, down where it says Choose Default Signature, make sure that your new signature is the one selected for both new messages and forward and replies. Hit OK when you're ready. Now close out your email and go to make a brand new email or else reply to an existing email. Your beautiful new signature should be right there and ready to go. Last thing to remember is that you can create multiple signatures if you want to. So for example, let's say you have multiple staff who email out from the one inbox. So for example, perhaps your info@gardencenter.com address. You could build signatures for each of them and then let them simply toggle between the one they wish to use by heading to the signature menu. You may also like to create a special Christmas signature for the holiday season that promotes your key season details like special offers, any store opening hour changes, or postage cutoffs, which you can save separately so your default signature is ready to go right back to you after Boxing Day. So that's it for today. We hope this has been helpful. As always, any questions, please send them on through. We'd love to help you out. Until then, see you next time.